we're going to be using Autodesk Sketchbook, which is this icon here. If you don't have it, go to the Play Store on this icon and download it. So I'm just going to close this one down and say New Sketch, and choose the one at the top. We'll say Create, and we'll discard the current sketch. That means it will delete whatever was on the screen. If you were working on it and you want to save it, just say Save. Okay, so this is my piece of paper. I'm using 2 fingers to shrink the paper, and then I'm going to insert a picture of the mask. So on the assignment, you need to download the picture of the mask that I've attached. So I'm going to choose the mask picture and say Open. So you've got a template to work with, and then we're going to click Done. Okay, so now we are going to move this picture using the Move tool into the center of the page, because we're going to apply a line of symmetry. So we've got a line of symmetry, and actually now I need to move that over a little bit because it was a little bit more that way. Let's add my line of symmetry. Let's move the line of symmetry actually, because it's easier than moving the mask. Okay, so we've got a line of symmetry there, and when we draw, it's going to replicate on the other side. So I'm going to choose a pencil. These are your pens and pencils here. Let's choose a pencil, or maybe a pen actually would be a good one. It's going to draw in this colour here, so I'm going to change that colour by clicking on it, and I'm just going to get a dark colour. Let's choose a dark hue. We'll darken it right down. So I'm choosing, going from yellow to black. Okay, so I've chosen that colour. So I am now going to draw a design onto this face. So I'm going to draw my own African art design. So I might start by putting circles on here. Very thick. We need to change the dimensions of that. So I'm just going to go to Undo. So if I click on the pen, I can see what size the brush is going to be. We're just going to move it down to something much thinner because that was very thick. Okay, I'm going to click outside that box, and now when I draw, I've got a much thinner line, and you can see that it's replicating what I'm drawing on the other side. So I'm now sort of thinking about the African art research that I looked at and deciding how to create a design for my mask. So remember that you have to think about the shape of the face. I'm just going to undo that because I forgot that it will draw on the other side at the same time. So I've got a design here that I'm going to take from the eye. If you've got a pencil, use a pencil because that'll work better. So I might decide to put a shape like that on. Okay, so we're going to use shapes that go over the nose, around the forehead, across the cheeks. So you might want to kind of build yourself a structure first to work with. Obviously you take your time to do it carefully. So I'm kind of building a structure. If you want to add points on, you can add some of the points on. I'm too close to the base there. So you can add kind of like additional features on. If I shrink the page, I can sort of draw some more at the top. So I might like to sort of add a shape on here. Okay, so you're adding all the features on, and then you're going to add some designs in. You need to make sure that the lines will cross because we are going to colour those in. And you won't be able to add colour. You won't be able to add colour to an area if there are gaps, just like we had in the other one. Okay, so once you've done your design and you're happy with it, you can then go to the Move tool and move the design over. Oh, it's lost half of it. Okay, let's just go with one design on one sheet. In fact, I'll share an image with you that just has one design on it. Okay, so we're going to go to this here and we will say share, save to device. And at this point you can call it something. So you can call it mask idea 1 Joe. So give it your name and say save. And then that image will be saved for you to use.